Hi, I'm John Twist of University Motors, and today I want to show you the international headquarters of University Motors. Okay, so here we are on the second floor of this building next to my workshop. So here's the desk. We've got a nice wooden cabinet here that is filled. It has yet to be all indexed, but if you're after dash plaques, here's the AMGBA 1990 National Convention. I think that was, that was in Atlanta. I remember that one distinctly. So, you know, there are 1,000 name tags and 1,000 patches and whatever it is, you know, here's Marty's done a whole lot of organization of the University Motors name tags. You know, we've got these guys here. So if you're missing a University Motors name tag, you can always contact us. And what's this? Looks like a something to put like a coaster, you know. And here's the 2023 British Car Festival from Altoona, Pennsylvania. I mean, we haven't even started to get going here. So in here is the library. So the library is these racks. I bought the used library shelving from a wholesaler in California. We'll start over here. These are the non-factory books about MG, not necessarily workshop manuals. There are some workshop manuals here, but mainly they're the non-workshop manuals. Here are the original MGB, by Clausiger. These books. I've got these old. Here's Barry Lyndon books. These are from the 1930s with replacement covers on them. And I bought these at Foyles on Charing Cross Road in London in 1972. Last I knew, these books are going for a couple $100 a piece. The most valuable book that I have here is Whistler's, Timothy Whistler's At the End of the Road. Now this is his doctoral thesis from the London School of Economics, and it is just that. It is a bunch of information, charts and graphs, and a lot of explanation about how the British car industry, how the Nuffield organization, or later BMC, or later British Leyland, didn't have a clue what they were doing in the United States. It was successful. They were wildly successful. In 1949, British imports accounted for like 99% plus of all the imported cars to the United States. Last year, it was barely an asterisk, you know, the number of cars coming in from England. So these are all the books from Graham Robson and Dick Knudsen and Mike Allison. Some of them are inscribed. It's very nice. Books that were done. How to Restore Your Collector Car by Tom Brownell. He did a book, How to Restore Your Classic Car, and then he came to one of our technical seminars, and he was discouraged, sort of, at the end of our technical seminar. He said, I'm going to have to completely rewrite my book. He said, you guys have presented how to restore a car in such an organized manner. He said, I had it all upside down. So anyway, these are all the aftermarket books, the coffee table books, these great huge books here that don't fit on the bookshelf. Here's one that's about the K3 magnet, and it's in Japanese. Go figure. So I've got all kinds of books here. Round on the other side, I've got catalogs. These are the Lucas catalogs, those old beautiful Lucas catalogs every year for the British cars and all the information and all the specs for not only MG but other cars too, other obviously British cars, BMC stuff mostly. And I've got the film strips that were done by Fasty, a couple different varieties of film strips, and I have the film strip projectors down. We'll show them to you here in a second. This is all University Motors information from when University Motors was a fully operational 10, 12, 14 people working kind of operation. These are all handbooks, the driver's handbooks for all the different models, lots and lots of stuff, and sales brochures. So not everything's organized. We've got sales brochures for all the oh my gosh, so much of the stuff. Then over here, this is all technical information. Along in here, these are the factory service memorandums these are confidential. See, these are the confidential service memorandums, so I can't really show them to you. Then over here we've got the workshop manuals, and this goes from the M-type through the V8s, the MGB GT V8s. I have no RV8. I've got no post-Abingdon cars in here. I just have, and then the parts manuals are down here. Here are these Bell & Howell readers that show those film strips. So that's, just before video, those things were going. And then I've got the microfilm reader over here next to a window, so you can't see it. You almost need a hood on you, but I plug it in every now and then. I have to, and it's got all the microfilms up here for the various MG models and some non-MG models that I have in here. So that's nice. Over on this side, I've got all the club publications. So I've got the New England MGT Register and Moss Motors. I know it's not a club. The NAMGAR newsletter, MGA by NAMGAR. The MG Quarterly. They called it something else later. The American MGB Association. MGC Register. The MGB Register. So I've got all those guys here, along with some Safety Fast magazines and some of the older private publications, Abingdon Classics. I got Enjoying MG from the MG Owners Club in England, and a lot of stuff which still has to be organized and put back up on shelves. In addition to that, I have my late wife Caroline's index file index here. So if you happen to have an MGB that you want to know maybe a little more information about, maybe I've got it on file here, maybe. Sometimes these cards go with the records that I have from University Motors. So this goes from T-type through MGC. Then we will go up in the other room and take a look at the customer files. So somebody asked me one time, well, how many customers did you have when you were at University Motors? And I said, oh, geez, I don't know. So I counted the number of files in one drawer, multiplied them, I think, by 29 drawers, and came up with a figure of around 5,000 cars that we have files on. MGBs, MGAs, T-types, no pre-war cars, no, maybe a TA or a TB in there someplace, MGCs, midgets, magnets, so forth. So if you have a car and you're interested to see if I've got a file on it, you can always send me your VIN. I'll look in the index, see if I've seen it. If I've seen it, there's a file in here, and we can work out a way to get you some information about your car. But remember that the only reason I'm able to pay the rent here and keep all these records, which include, these are all, well, this is all University Motors stuff. These are all all the records for my late wife, Caroline. Most of you remember Caroline. The 23 column journals that she kept. Oh my gosh, you know, this looks like a payroll record here. But she had, oh, this is a worksheet with a trial balance. So she kept all the University Motors information by hand. By hand. Can you possibly imagine doing that all by hand? I pleaded with her to go on machine. She wouldn't go on machine. Anyway, the reason that I'm able to afford the rent here is because I'm supported by the MG community. So if you want to get some information, I'm happy to provide it. Got to charge you a little something because I got to cover my rent. In addition to all this, I do technical seminars. So here are technical seminar boxes down here. We haven't done a big technical seminar in a long time, but for instance, if we're talking about the cylinder head, I happen to have an MGB cylinder head, which has been cut apart very carefully, so you can see the ports. You can see why it's important to port and polish the chambers on the inside so they're all nice and smooth. I have, here's a section out of a MGB. This looks to me like about the rear, left rear, towards the rear of the car, with the sill out on this side, the channel up here, the castle section underneath, and the floor. So this is the only thing that holds an MGB from collapsing. It's incredibly durable. Unbelievably durable. So I've got all of this up here, which I pull out from time to time to do different seminars. Haven't done a seminar in quite some time, 10 years, I think. We haven't done a real sit down, come to University Motors and have a seminar. Maybe we'll do those again. Don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thank you very much. This is the tour of University Motors, the international headquarters of University Motors. And watch us on video, support us, and until then, until I see you, safety fast.